Rudra, is that you? Yes. I have a mission for you. Please go on.
Okay, so no more onions. Alright, so I'm gonna be probably cutting up more cutscenes because we already seen this in previous ones. So yeah, I will be cutting up a lot of cutscenes now, and then we'll continue a little bit more laid back. Yeah, I might cut most of the cutscenes so we can go more straight into the gameplay, because it's supposed to be the updated version of this mod, which supposedly has a lot of the fixation, like no more obtrusive vents, no more onions, and definitely less kickboxers, or so they say. So let's take a look. So you're watching this from the as in the you're watching this as part of the recording, but you will know how it goes. Alright, let's cut it off a little bit of the dialogues. Yeah, no more big bands anymore. No more big bands anymore, yeah. There you go. Alright. Let's move on.
Good luck. We're on standby. Hurry up. Police is on its way.
better this month. I'm coming for you.
Tell you again what happened. I was having a great night, so I'm missing it. I was in the middle of the ship, then I lost consciousness. I woke up conscious. This was when I noticed that I was surrounded by some men. They laughed, or they said, this is going to be good. No. But I counted 6 times. Yes. They temporarily disabled my power. I would have tried them like prisoners. You know, like prisoners in a chair.
It was like all who survived the other experiment. This might explain their special interest in you.
Perhaps we should be careful to move them up.
Don't worry about me, I know how to take care of my potato.
All right. I will finish this line and go upstairs.
Who finally did this to you?
I know. Say that, I mean, maybe next time.
Hey there, how you doing? Yeah, for some reason today's pretty quiet. I thought it's gonna be joining Rainy, you know, Cyber, you know, the usual guys. But yeah, no, tonight seems to be pretty quiet. Anyway, I'm glad that you made it. How you doing? Probably. Why? What better? What happened? You good? What's going on? Stressful day, a lot of work. Things didn't go as expected. Shit happens all the time. Look at it on the bright side. Whatever happened, at least you have a new mod to play on. It's been a while since we had a new mod. And this is a very nice mod, and I guess this new version seems to be more to be a little bit better than the first version. So at least now I am not bothered by vents anymore. So it's gonna. Oh shit! Breaking up. That's a very. Been there. It's not an easy thing. It's definitely not an easy thing to get over relationships. I'm sorry to hear that. You just have to give it time to, you know, to heal. And for the sound of things, I said that it's been already a while. For how long you guys were together, you don't mind me asking? Yeah, it does. Definitely, it does a lot. It helps a lot. Also, modding for me when I also broke up with my long-term girlfriend as well, it helped me a lot to cope. It helped me a shit lot to cope. So, and then start when this is when I was designing Cold Quest for Peace, actually. Almost a year. Well, I have to say that nowadays modern relationships, it's they're not as easy to last for so long. I mean, mine, one of my first long terms was 4 years. The latest one, the one I was just talking about, it was 2 years and a half. Almost getting married. But anyway, just give it time. It's kind of hard, I know. It's really hard to move on, but at least helps a lot to, you know, try to keep a very strong mindset, as in understanding that yes, you have to admit that it hurts. You really have to admit that it hurts, you know, when you are when you're hurting, when you are feeling like this, yes, but do not let the pain take over, you know, as in, do not let that influence your day-to-day work, your day-to-day relationships with your friends. In fact, I always consider after a breakup is one of the best times to improve yourself. I always consider one of the best moments for self-improvement. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to pretend to be, you know, to pretend to be fine. A lot of people like to live in this kind of denial. But simply, I guess the strength comes up to be on terms that you shouldn't allow this to affect your day-to-day activities, your duties, your responsibilities, and even your own space. You know, like actually learn how to spend time with yourself and improve your friends, reinforce your friendships, you know, going out with all the friends you weren't able to hang out with for whatever reasons, improve your physical image, you know, going to train, do something like that, study something new. So yeah, self-improvement always comes, I mean, when you have a mindset like this, it helps you a lot to cope. It helps you a lot, and then you also start to, you know, develop yourself better. So make a choice: Lilith Sweet or Eva Sweet. Make a choice. Now let's make a quick choice. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna dance. Let's go for the Eva. I designed this one. This was so good. I guess you still remember. So, in the end, yeah, part of the charm of, let's say, of recovering from a relationship comes to that point of improve, and it comes also that bit of saying, you know what, you're missing this. Yes, definitely. I mean, getting a plan. My advice: getting a plan for self improvement in all ways possible. So there could be a point that said, you know what? Look what you're missing. Look at the stuff you just missed. You know, and that definitely helps a lot to improve your self image. It's a healing process. Not to mention, physically speaking, for example, you will start to be more with dopamine, you know, exercise, friends, doing activities you like, you know, focus a bit more on modding. You know, like, really, all those kind of things help a lot. At least, in my case, helped me, like, you have no idea how much that helped me. And it was this time that is when I got the best improvements. I mean, got a better job. Improve a lot my physique, going like for dancing. You know, it was good. So try to focus on that. It's gonna help you a lot. No, it's going to be good. It's actually one of the healthiest. It's one of the healthiest ways to cope. Trust me on that. It helps a lot, trust me on this. I can tell you that much. It will make you feel definitely... You know, when you are losing a relationship, you lose a lot of confidence. And I guess this is the thing that hurts most when you're losing that amount of confidence. And then, yes, you know, you have to go and reassure yourself that you're an extremely valuable man. So yeah, definitely. And modding will work again in your creative process, and you know, in getting better, good ideas, some of the stuff you planned or visited. So yeah, basically, don't give up. I know it sounds cheesy and stuff, but this is realistically some of the best ways you always can do it. Just hang in there. Don't let depression or all this kind of stuff consume you. I mean, be aware that you're in a process of duel. You're in a process of, you know, mourning, coping, yeah. But do not allow this to destroy you. Do not allow this process to destroy you. You have to recover your value. That means to see that you're a very nice person, that you are creative. You know, whatever reasons, you know, I don't want to dig too deep, unless later you can do it on private. What were the reasons you guys break up? But I mean, it undermines confidence. That's for sure, especially for a man. A breakup always takes a lot of confidence away. We don't have, so dealing with this is not an easy thing, right? I'm not sure if you ended up in good terms or not, but regardless, it's always good to keep a very healthy mindset. That helps a lot, definitely. And exercise, you know, to get all the serotonin, dopamine, you know, this body substances, you know, chemicals that gets you through hard times will help a lot. Not to mention that, of course, will improve your physique, which means probably you can have better chances to meet other girls, at least for something casual while you are recovering. Depends how do you manage that. I mean, a lot of people have different views how to do with that. But I don't know, sometimes there's a point when relationships you just feel, I mean, I don't know, things sometimes just get dry, get over, and sometimes it's better to end it up in the best terms, you know, like, you know what, it was fun, and that's it, goodbye. As cold as it may sound, sometimes give a closure to something is the best thing you can do, instead of being in a relationship that sometimes is taking you nowhere. From what I gather, you're still kind of young, if I remember correctly. So a lot of things just like that. Fuck you. Yeah, or don't be in relationships. Just go and fuck. Go have fun. Keep it more casual. Sometimes you can meet. I mean, sometimes this is the best moment to, you know, to go a little bit crazy if you can. You know, I mean, if you want, of course, taking care of yourself during the process. I mean, keeping your mental and the emotional health on check. But yeah, of course it's still valid to go out and take things in a casual way just to recover. I mean, you're not ready to commit into something as well, right? So yeah, this is once again, sometimes it's pretty valid to learn when to stop, especially to finish something in the healthiest and nicest way possible, to avoid heavy damage, you know, which comes to lack of confidence, lack of self-respect. And you would be surprised how many people actually aren't as good in dealing with a breakup.
You better get home. I'm hungry for you.
So yeah, it's not an easy thing. Trust me on that. It's not an easy thing. But yeah, it's time to move on. Focus on yourself. Focus in a proper lifestyle, something healthier. You know, something that keeps you happy, something that keeps you creative, something that makes you wind, you know, to do the things you weren't able to do when you were in a relationship. Because it happens. In all this kind of situation, it does happen, right? When you just need to... I mean, you were, of course, as a matter to respect your couple, sometimes you were refraining to do a couple of or several things. And so, yeah, it's time to win, to let go, to have fun. So, yeah. I just hope it doesn't take too long for you to be again on 100%. I guess we'll just a matter of time. Oh no, and yeah, when you don't have time to be in a community, I mean, sometimes you just want to give some love, you know. You want to give a space to. You want to have time to enjoy your couple, you know, to spend better time, quality stuff. But yeah, also it happens when you are in a relationship that you start to, you know, not doing a lot of things. And it happens a lot for me. There was, for example, practicing martial arts or dancing as much, because my girlfriend she only liked her to dance with her. So, you know, I like social dancing, you know, like salsa, bachata. So, of course, my girlfriend used to be jealous if I was dancing with another girl, even though, you know, it was nothing. I mean, nothing was going on. But, so, of course, you know, you have to respect the couple, you have to be on the level, and learn to refrain, right? But then after this was over, I went dancing and got nuts. Fuck that. Why not? And just not just dancing. Sometimes a lot of the I was seeing a couple of girls that for some reason I always feel attracted to and I wanted to fuck. Fuck yes. I mean, keeping it real, right? Like it's in, you know what? This is casual and out of a relationship. I'm not right emotionally, but I am horny as fuck. And there's mods to play. Probably this mod will bring a lot of inspiration, because I know perhaps or perhaps sometimes when you are focused on other things, for example a relationship or something, your creativity wasn't as good. You were drying out a little bit, but that's sometimes it's a good time to take over and recover all the things you lost. You will be fine, trust me on that. Especially if you ended up in good terms. Definitely healing will be a lot easier than ended up in a messy situation. You can count on that. There you go. But also the gym, it still could be a good motivator now that you're single, because meaning that you're back in the market. And also once again to show that it's a little bit of the ego, you know, like saying, you know what, look what you are, look at what you're missing, you know, like I'm still a great guy, you know. I mean, but it's not for her. It's just to reassure yourself to see that you are a great person. Because as I said, confidence gets undermined a lot when you're feeling when you're out of a relationship. You don't have the same level of confidence. And as a man and this is as real as it can be. So yeah, guess best advice: don't mope down. I mean, give it time for have closure. Give it time to mourn it. Give it time to learn that, understand and admit that of course you're still hurting, but do not let that affect your lifestyle. Your regular lifestyle. Do not let that affect you that way. And yeah, keep pumping iron. Learn other new skills as well. Learning new skills is always good. Read a lot of new content, new books. Get yourself involved in a lot of cultural things. So yeah. fucking... Basically, this is not the end. Actually, sometimes it's the beginning of something better. You will never know. I know, sounds cliche and whatnot, but this is how it is. Yes. Always consider a breakup as a new rebirth. And this is what most people should do instead of moping and I mean like letting themselves go and give in into the pain. This is the worst thing a man can do. I still believe is one of the best moments for self-improvement. I'll say sometimes, even if you want to call it in a way, it's just also a way to fill in all this emptiness that the women left, right? And which is valid, it's fine, but the idea is try to be in a positive mindset, to know that whatever you're doing is for self-improvement, knowledge, hobbies, expression, even learn ways how to you know, learn from pain, which is still that's something not a lot of people learn how to do. Hey, that's me. Okay, so shall we go straight? Look at that guy. So handsome, so fantastic. Of course, that's me. Shall we go inside the bar or shall we go straight? Going to the bar. Alright. Yeah, it was based on. It's based on Bourbon. Yeah, I made a sprite by myself. Actually, it's almost done. I guess I could be a playable enemy version of Vector there. You know, considering that Natty always gets me. I mean, when she puts the guest characters, you know, like community friends, she always pegs me a lot with Bourbon. So I mean, she always put my names in a Bourbon character. So like, why not giving myself a proper Bourbon, even though I am not as tall as Bourbon. I guess considering my physique that I was having, I am more a Big Ben type. Well, not as obese, but definitely a little bit chubby. But also, I can get a good physique if I want to. Just being lazy. There they are, finally the kickboxers. But now we are not being flooded with those fuckers. I still hate your fucking guts. But anyway, you will be fine. That's for sure. That much I can tell you. That much I can tell you. Fuck! These bikers are also freaking annoying. Oh no, man, anytime you need to reach out, you know where to find me. You know, it's always good to share. I mean, we've been working for a while in modding and stuff. I mean, you're a great guy for the community. I believe you. I mean, even take you as a very good friend. So you need something, you know, hit me up. I'm always a good ear and a good shoulder to cry on. So yeah. No worries, my pleasure, man. Because I told you, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And coping isn't as easy as many people think, especially guys. Many people say, you guys never give a shit about that. No? Sometimes we guys are the ones who suffer more when in a breakup. Trust me on that. And especially the loss of confidence, I guess, is the hardest bit any man can go through. And for us gentlemen, confidence is everything. If a man doesn't have confidence, women don't respect us. That's for sure, and that's something that's how it is. If a man doesn't have confidence or strength to cope with hardships in life, people won't respect us. So this is why for many men it's very hard to, you know, reach out and open up their hearts, because they're so afraid of being ridiculed, you know, because they think that in the moment that we open up a little bit our heart or speak our mind, they believe we are weak. Of course, this is a very horrible context. I mean, it's a horrible thing, but unfortunately, this is how it is. In society, we guys have we have to be strong. This is our role. Many people, especially in this new climate of, you know, this woke society and stuff, they want to make things very difficult, but we also don't want to be just whiny little bitches, you know. We are built to endure, to cope, and to make the best of it. Most important thing, make the best of it. But yeah, men's health, I mean, like, healing it's a must. You see the sad case of the Green Power Ranger, right? I mean, from a breakup situation, he couldn't handle it anymore, and he call it quits in the wrong way possible. Yeah, it's getting more normal because they are start to see the we just start. I mean, we as men, as we start to see the consequences of this, and those consequences are suicide. I mean, as I say, the Green Power Ranger. Who'd ever thought, whatever you think, you know, the mightiest of all the Rangers, he would go and get the easy way out, and not so easy even admit the point that you, I mean, the desperation point that you don't want to keep going and do that. And this is precisely for the lack of, you know, of admitting that we are in pain sometimes, and sometimes we need a relief. We want to be heard. We want to be, you know, accepted that we are also human beings, and that emotions can also, I mean, can affect us. This is brutally important. Mental health, emotional health, and proper healing, reaching out your beloved ones. It's a must. It's a must now. This is why I say all that, and this is true. Understanding that a man needs a break before he breaks down. It's a must. No. Neither do I. I mean, I've been in the verge. I've been in points that I feel like that, but I don't know. I always think I have a very good fortitude myself that didn't allow me to take that road. But I wouldn't lie to say that in those moments sometimes it comes in your brain. It even comes as an option. Even comes as an option. And that's very sad. To learn that, I mean, sometimes we can get so much damage in our lifestyles. I mean, in the things we have to endure, that we even think about it. You don't even say it. I mean, the people who say actually. The people who actually say it are most people who wouldn't do it, but there's a desperate cry for help, right? So, and this is valid. I mean, it's very valid. So, you know, I'm thinking about killing myself. Sometimes you really don't want to die, but you're feeling so desperate. You're feeling so empty, so lonely, so like this, that it could become an option. And that's awful. We shouldn't let this happen. So I'm so glad that now the climate for mental health for men is improving a lot than before, that when we just have to cope silently. Yeah, there's always that idea when you are in a bad place. Yeah, you know, sometimes it just lurks. The idea just lurks in your mind, whether to realize if your demise would make things better, and then you realize that it don't. The world will continue without you. I mean, probably some people will mourn you, probably a lot of people will mourn you, but the world will keep going. And as fatalist as it sounds, you will realize that, yeah, I mean, perhaps you only will be causing more pain or more despair to the ones who believe in you, because in those moments you think nobody loves you or nobody cares about you, right? But truth is, there's always people out there, some people you don't even imagine. And perhaps one of the things that I always criticize a lot of that is precisely for those people who say they miss you when they love you and all this kind of stuff. They don't say it to you when you are alive, when you are with them. How many times you have heard when you go to a funeral, oh my god, I wish I could have spent more time with him and blah blah. And why you didn't? Why you didn't? You took the person for granted when he was alive. Why you didn't have time to actually, spend time, say how much you care, how much you love a person? Why don't say that when they are alive? So I put that a lot in my social media. So you know what? Don't bring me that shit. I mean, if I die, don't bring me all that crap that you miss me, that you wish I could spend time. I am available for fun, for drinks, for whatever you want to do with me, for a coffee. So if you really care about me, or you say, let's hang out, say you appreciate, say you love me now in real life, because I don't want to hear your bullshit when I am dead, because I will wake up and I tell you to go fuck yourself. Don't come to my funeral for free coffee and cookies, bitch. That fucking wind. Why they put wind in areas that is absolutely not fucking necessary to be wind? Yes, we have a very limited time. We do. And many people take us for granted, or take our beloved, our friends for granted. Before you know it, they will be gone. Or we will be gone. So yeah. I guess one of the best things, especially that, is if you have love for someone, especially guys, especially your friends, your homies, the ones you care most, and that. And sometimes you will never know when sometimes how a kind word could make his day, right? Make himself respected, loved, cared, valued. A lot of people just don't have that. They don't have that anymore. They don't have this. Sometimes those words are extremely meaningful. So yeah, take some time to spend quality time with your friends. You want to know your pops, your grandpa, your uncles. I mean, the ones you like or love or care. Tell them your true feelings. Like, yeah, you're a great person to hang around. And they will be like, wow, you made my day. It really means a lot to me. And trust me, they will change perspective in a positive way. But you will never know this precisely for the same context that not, especially boomers, Gen X, early millennials. Why do we not speak our minds so often and speak about our pain and suffering or the things we have to deal with? And precisely for all this is different. It's a very, very different social climate. It's a very different social climate that. So people like us, it's very difficult to speak our mind, especially considering that a lot of women or a lot of people use that weakness as weapons, and you will be surprised how many of these people, sometimes as evil they can be, they can make advantage of that suffering. So this is also one of the things. Sometimes when you do this as a way to protect yourself. I mean, you saw the case how they tried to destroy the life of Johnny Depp, right, for example. But in the end, he won, because in the end, it's not like back in the day. Well, especially at the beginning of the 2000s, when people will take a woman's word as face value and believe her whatever she said, right? So like, if you don't do this or you speak out your mind or something, I will tell the world how weak or pathetic you are. You saw it. You saw how cruel this bitch Amber Heard can be. As in a way that she manipulated the feelings of someone as Johnny Depp. And why men don't speak up like this? Because there's evil people who can really take advantage of that. Exactly, right? Imagine just they believe. I mean, these women, right, still believe that these rules, and they just because they say they are victims, will believe them just for the fact that they're women. But truth is, there's a lot of vindictive, evil bitches who will find ways to use the man's feelings, weaknesses against them. So I guess always try to be your brother's keeper. I mean, we as men should always be able to protect each other. Well, of course, I'm not saying that they're not evil assholes. Of course, there's evil in everywhere regarding sex, right? Or also, there's also great women who will always be supportive and great person. They always treasure if you open up to her, some of them, they will really treasure all these feelings, right? But some of them are just find ways to use it as weapons. And I believe that's very foul for guys. I mean, especially for us men, that means a lot. Open up our heart to a person and speak in our mind. It means a lot for us. A lot. It's vulnerability. It's the bits that that sometimes can put us at odds. So yeah, it's always, we have to find ways how to trust. But yeah, always be your brother's keeper. Always. If you see your friends, your relatives, your beloved ones suspecting they might be in a hard situation, lend them an ear, or at least give them a hug, invite them a beer, tell them how much you care about them, and they will always feel relieved. They will feel human. They will feel strong again. They will get strength to continue, the lifestyle, whatever they're doing. At least they will find solace in their circle. Yeah, right. So this is a good moment for you, especially now that you're vulnerable. Reach out for your closest friends you have in your area, or even online, like me. I mean, as I said, I am always have the open door. We've been talking about mods and design all the time, but if you need to reach out about this, rest assured I'll always be there. At least, perhaps sometimes I don't reply immediately, but I will immediately go and send a message and see, you know, if everything is fine, or we can have another open mic direction, or not, or it could be a little live stream to share some, you know, some little heart-to-heart moment, which is fine. We need this. We definitely need this, and it's good. Bro time is always good. Always be your brother's keeper. Always be your brother's keeper. I guess this is one of the best advice I can tell to anyone, especially guys. Of course, if there are also women who know about this, who have this empathy, who learn that guys and women have to be together in the good times and bad times, even better. You know, not seeing this as a moment for being weak or like that, but to understand that for us this is the moment for trust. For us this is trust. So yeah, this is a good moment for you actually to strengthen the ties with your friends, family, or the ones. And yeah, it's good. Don't suffer by yourself. Exactly. We are never tired to say that, and at least this is one of the best things that I have tried to make good use of social media, is to always reinforce your relationships with everyone, right? To tell them, you know, to have fun. I mean, if you cannot be together, I mean, in a real life situation, at least to see, like, you know what, you still can reach out. But the awareness that shit can go wrong, this is something we have to always address. We have to address the elephant in the room. The reality of the situation. So yeah. Anytime, I mean, if anyone who's watching this recording, I mean, of course, after that, I mean, you feel like reaching out, I mean, send message, leave some message in the chat room, I mean, in the comments, and see how we can arrange to talk. If you need it, that's absolutely necessary. And besides, since I am sometimes I say, right, I mean, when I was younger, there was a lot of comments that I said, like, you know what, sometimes the best way you can tell your shit is to a stranger, because the stranger doesn't know shit about you, I mean, in a way, so he has no ways to betray you. Imagine how sad is to think about that, right? To think that you cannot open up your heart to known people because they will betray you. But yeah, unfortunately, that's how life it is. There's a lot of real evil bastards. no, no, fortunately not. Fortunately not. I mean, but a lot of people been in very bad moments of when, you know, they cannot trust anyone. Because whatever you say is gonna be used against you. Some women are as evil to go those lengths in harming someone just to see and take advantage, take money, or especially money. A lot of they want to see if they can get something out of the person. She has more priority in that flying kick than mine. Hey there, Tex, how you doing?
You better get ready. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I'm cutting off cutscenes now. Let's go. So yeah, I mean, when you're playing the game for the first time, it's fine. But yeah, if you already know the story and the enemies already jump at you, yeah, you can skip this cutscenes. This stage is one of my favorites. One of the new stages that I made that looks so cool. Yeah. I still believe the kunai movement for Rudra, I mean, to have only her special to be that jumping, she should have a more like a grounded motion with the kunai, and then have that one when you're doing a jumping one. Well, that's several. Actually, you along the mod, a lot of them stages are made by me, but they're butchered, as in they're cut and I use in bits and pieces. And of course, a lot of new stuff is made by Onyx. For example, the Tombury bar is made by him, but the base is, I mean, the concept. I mean the layout of the bar, or the Tombury area is made by me. But it's fine, as I said, he used the. I mean, he wanted to have his vision. What else I can say, right? In this area, we will have a lot of kickboxers. But at least I'm so glad it's toned down. I don't know what was the hard on with those fucking kickboxers all the time. I mean, considering that there are other enemies there, I mean, he has to repeat kickboxers, kickboxers, kickboxers. Like, wow. This is getting annoying. I mean, in some crucial parts, they still could be used, or in Mania. Yeah, of course. There you go. For example, like this here. Of course, you have to learn. You have to admit that this is part of the. You still have to use the kickboxers. I mean, the far few in between are fine. I still believe that that's even good because this is a challenge, and they still will get up. But the tigers. But the tigers are. I mean, for example, damage input, and then just jump. I mean, these guys. And they understand. I mean, it's an Asian, it's a Japanese or Asian style bit. These guys aren't as hard. I mean, they just block a lot, but with Rudra's stuff and damage-wise, they don't do much. So, of course, they are definitely not as strong as a freaking kickboxer. So I believe they're good mooks to have around. I mean, this. Once again, it's an Asian themed mod which works. For example, in the next area in the festival, you know, in the festival bit, having the kickboxers is normal, like a sub boss. So there is okay, I believe. But like, we're having this in every fucking scene, and like, nah. I mean, they're not sub bosses. They're just tough mooks. So, for example, in this bit, the idea of the ring is pretty fun. I like it. Now, for example, here, it's a most. And actually, even if I would be me, definitely I would put kickboxers in a ring. For custom enemy, not that if I remember. Also, this bit of having Shiva as you think it's an spectator in the background, but actually he's jumping at ya. That was also pretty cool. For this mod, I don't think I did. I also can do special baseball. Fofo. Perhaps. Here we have a shed lot of kickboxers in the first version. Alrighty. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you so much for sharing whatever you've been up to. You know, I still stand what I said. I mean, if you want to reach out, you know where to find me. That fucking bat. Fuck you.
wasting our time. Cynthia is not here.
I'm sorry.
You better get ready. I'm coming for you.
I want to have sex with the girl.
You better get low. I'm coming for you.
I can accept your offer with one thing. You made the right decision.
Traitor. You switched sides.
Welcome to the Vega.
You made the right decision.
Concentrate.
Do you know that Mr. X is alive? Mr. X is probably alive and planning more attacks. They are taking over the streets and creating chaos. We should take this very seriously.
How do we feel? Do you find us beautiful and magical? Our western, all fierce eyes, yeah.
You better get ready. I'm coming for you.